lalagyan ng hydrogen peroxide para hindi ma-infeksyon.
So, ang chemical na nilagay ni Harvey sa kanyang sulat ay hydrogen peroxide, and its molecular formula is H2O2, and it has a molecular weight of 34.015. The hydrogen peroxide is a colorless liquid at room temperature with a bitter taste. It is unstable, decomposing readily to oxygen and water with release of heat. Moreover, hydrogen peroxide is found in many households at low concentrations for medicinal applications and as a clothes and hair bleach. It is a peroxide and oxidizing agent with disinfectant, antiviral, and antibacterial activities. Upon application, hydrogen peroxide exerts its oxidizing activity and produces free radicals, which leads to oxidative damage to proteins and membrane lipids. This may inactivate and destroy pathogens and may prevent spreading of infection. Hydrogen peroxide is polar. On the other hand, the intermolecular forces present is covalent bonding, since oxygen and hydrogen are both nonmetals. With intermolecular forces, hydrogen bonding can be one since hydrogen is bonded with oxygen, which is an element with high electronegativity.
Next is baking soda. Baking soda is commonly used as a leavening agent in order for things take dough to rise. Hence, it is commonly used for baking breads and cakes and other pastries. It is also known as sodium bicarbonate, and in terms of intramolecular forces, there are covalent bonds between the carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in the bicarbonate.
Sodium bicarbonate is also known for being odorless, white-colored, and soluble in water. It is also a weak base which has 8.2 pH. With its intermolecular forces, it can be classified in hydrogen bonding since, as we all know from its chemical name and formula, hydrogen is bonded with one of the elements with high electronegativity, which is the oxygen.
So, to relate the table salt or iodized salt to intermolecular forces, table salt with a chemical formula of NaCl or sodium chloride is entirely composed of ionic bonds. Furthermore, because of their high melting and boiling points, they exist at room temperature as solids. Some of the most difficult substances have structures that are entirely based on bonding. Its IMF or intermolecular forces can be classified as ion dipole, which is an interaction of an ion with a polar molecule, or when we mix the salt into a water and it will become a salt water.
Sakto, wala nang gagawin. Pwede na ako makapag-kikay time. Ang ganda tong cutex na to ah. Parang di ko siya bet. Uy, sakto, may acetone.
What we have right now is acetone, which has a chemical formula C3H6O. It is also called as propanone. It has a molecular weight 58.28. Based on Lewis structure, we can see that it experiencing dipole moment. Therefore, it is a polar molecule and is under dipole-dipole interaction. Acetone is manufactured chemical that also found naturally in the environment. It is also a colorless liquid with a distinct smell. It evaporates easily, is flammable, and dissolves in water. It is a liquid solvent that can break down and dissolve other substances. Companies use acetone in products such as nail polish and varnish. They also use it to manufacture plastic, lacquers, and
look at that. There are many insects right now. Thankfully, I have found a solution on the internet. These are naphthalene balls. in the results, you can clearly see that there are no more insects. How do these white balls or these mothballs work? Well, mothballs are the white balls that have been put by Hendrik are the balls that our mothers put in garment growers. These balls are commonly made of a compound called naphthalene, or as indicated in the packaging. It has the chemical formula of C10H8 and has the molecular weight of 128.1705 grams per mole. Because the bonds of naphthalene are in the most stable form and have very few intermolecular forces, the only present intermolecular force in this naphthalene is the London dispersion forces. And it is the simplest of the fused or condensed ring hydrocarbon compounds composed of two benzene rings, sharing two adjacent carbon atoms.
Naphthalene is commonly used to make mothballs, PVC, insecticides, dyes, tolerant deodorant blocks, and phthalic anhydride. The latter is used to make pharmaceuticals and resins, among other things. Finally, it is nearly insoluble in water. Naphthalene is a highly volatile organic compound with a distinct odor. It has been used as a molecule.